Hey, one more. Yeah. Second part. I'll give you a thumbs up. Mama. Something.
Also, we were trying to see if Matt could join us virtually, but okay. No, he's not on yet. All right, we will start with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Everybody told you.
Saw that when I walked in. Okay. Right. Oh, we do. Okay. All right. We need to discuss the appointment of the 2025-2026 board treasurer. You want to? Yeah.
We would like to recommend that Landon Gray, who will be the new CFO next year, be the board treasurer. This is something that we have always done in practice as far as having the CFO be the board treasurer.
That makes sense to continue it. I'd entertain a motion for that.
I'll make a motion.
Right. We have a motion and a second. All in favor? Passes unanimously.
Is Matt here?
No, they're trying to connect with him, I guess. We're just going to keep on going on. If he can join, that would be great.
Yeah.
All right. The next item on our list is request for public comment. And we do have one. It is Mike Bloom. Oh.
So I just want to say a quick thank you for you guys paying attention to non-standard like sports programs and emphasizing and allowing for the kids to grow. My kids are in soccer, tennis, also have friends that are in cheerleading. I just want to say thank you for supporting just not the classic basketball, football. So that's all I have.
Thanks. Thank you. Well, we appreciate that. Okay. Next, we have informational items. We're going to get a graduation update from Dr. Witt.
Graduation is quickly coming. Just a quick update for you guys. Recognizing that I'm the newest member of the graduation stage party up there. You guys have had more opportunities to do this than I have, but I have gone online and watched all the YouTube videos. I feel very prepared. So just to start us off, just a few updates for you all so you guys are aware. I didn't put it on this slideshow, but we have our academic awards for underclassmen tomorrow morning. But for senior week and graduation, cap and gown pickup, so step one of the graduation process will happen Tuesday right after school. Our seniors take finals Monday and Tuesday, and then we finish the day with cap and gown pickup at the mezzanine of the main gym. Then they'll be doing their events on Wednesday and Thursday, but we have baccalaureate at 7 o'clock Wednesday night in the auditorium, and then senior awards in the main gym at 6:30 on Thursday. And then that leaves the big final event, for the 16th at 7 PM. So real quickly, I was just gonna go through a few of the details, just to remind everybody, well, what to expect. The biggest thing we, get asked about is, click, next slide. Of course. Is parking. So I want to make sure, we're gonna be there at Great Southern Bank Arena. And, you guys can park anywhere that those, yellow commuter parking lots, all those are available. If you're there early enough, that one directly east of the GSB is ideal. In terms of where to go and what to do, you guys, as long as you show up, we'll get you in the right spot. You can come in any of those entrances. The next slide, Dan, has got some new signage that they have out as well. So that's an image of what the new signs look like for anyone that's visiting. Doors open for both the Student Center for our students and GSB for friends and family at 6 o'clock. Those doors will be open. Everybody come in and get settled. The ceremony begins at 7 PM. We've got that live stream set up. You guys have seen the link. Some people have already reserved their spot on the live stream. So that will be going as well. In terms of where we are gonna ask you guys, at least between that 6:30 and 6:45 window, you guys can show up and meet us on the floor of GSB. There at the front near the stage area. We'll kind of get familiar with the space and walk through how we'll be handing out diploma covers and interacting with kids during that event. Next slide. I was able to grab a couple of images just to kind of remind you guys what the event looks like. This was a YouTube video from a father, I think, that had posted the graduation, but gave a great video of our image of the stage that we've got set up with the 2 tables up front, our readers in the corners, and the direction that our students proceed in from as they get their names announced. So once the stage party comes down below, we'll position ourselves there behind, ask each of you guys to help hand out diploma covers and rotate through those kids. I know in the past, sometimes there's been a special graduate that you guys want to hand a diploma out to, and so we definitely want to accommodate that if we can. Pull another image there. We are going to try to improve our live stream a little bit. That was one of the comments from last year. The live stream is kind of looking at the readers in the corners. So we got a great video of the security guard and people sitting there. So our goal is to get the live stream pointed more at the table there at the front to capture those handshakes in those moments. So this is what we hope more to capture with our live stream than our readers in the corner and everybody kind of hanging out and feeling awkward as they wait for their turn. So that'll be up front, and that just gives you a quick reminder of what it looked like last year. So the times to remember, 6:30 to 6:45, that window at GSB. My understanding is that you guys will be in formal attire as the board, and then the school personnel will be in their regalia. So any questions for me about the graduation update? Awesome. We'll look forward to seeing you all there, and don't forget to smile.
Thank you. Right. Next on our list is reports. We have the superintendent update.
I just wanted to give a quick update. Today was the last day for conversations and negotiations on the budget, the state budget between the House and the Senate. It will be presented tomorrow, I'm pretty sure, to the governor. So tomorrow will be the last day. And then next week is the last week for them to discuss the bills that they are working on. So we should know, hopefully, what the funding will look like within the next couple of days.
Do you know how it turned out in the conference? I know the governor still has the opportunity to change it, but do you know how it turned out from the conference of the House and Senate? People
No, this morning, the Senate had added back the $300 million. And I didn't hear that that the House said no. So that's all I know right now, just by looking. I went online to look prior to our meeting and there was not an update.
Yeah.
So I don't know how it came out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next is district reports. I'm sure we've all had a chance to look through these. Does anybody have any questions or comments, or does anybody want to about that.
I love those reports. Thank you guys for putting those together. And the learning division, that one's long. I appreciate that, getting to hear all the details. Thanks to the building principals too, who put that in.
Okay. Next, we have future dates. Next thing for us, big that we're going to get together is our work session next Wednesday. Then there's baccalaureate after that. We have a Tiger Paw walkthrough at 9 a.m. the next day on the 15th. Senior awards night is that night. And then, of course, we just were briefed on graduation. And then June 16th through the 18th is the MSBA Summer Summit. If you have not gotten back with Barbara on that, we need to, so we can get you registered if you want to attend.
Can I ask you two questions on that? Do you know much about the summer summit? I think I asked Barbara already and she said it's one price for the whole thing. Like I probably could only attend a few small sessions and not all the things. Does anybody ever just go to a few of them?
I'm just going to the president one.
Okay.
But do you have to pay the whole thing?
What's that? Pretty normal to just go to some.
You just pay for the attendance,
My
right?
first year I went to all of it, both days, because I was off.
So it is for the whole thing. So that's actually pretty normal though.
Yeah.
How things go.
Okay. I just
Um,
wondered what you guys were doing.
Is anybody else going? You're going?
Yeah.
I'm going for some.
You're gonna go.
I will go for that first day for the sessions. Are you going for the first day for the sessions?
Well, the first
I
day or the
usually go
second
that- you wanna
day,
do-
it's the
This is
new,
the-
Matt's gonna,
I'm doing that.
I don't think
But
you're
the second day is the
Justin.
new board training. Is that and that too? Okay. All right.
I have a second question. How about the work session? In one place I saw it said 8 and the other place it says 8:30. So I just wondered, when does it start next
You
week?
can come at 8 and we'll get started at 8:30. No, I don't. I thought we were supposed to be here at 8, but
Is it 8?
I put 8:30. We can say 8 o'clock. I just thought that it's easier because by the time you start, if you say 8 o'clock, we usually start about 8:15 or.
I
that.
honestly
So
thought that's.
I thought 8:30.
Whatever works for you guys, because you have things to do.
Yeah,
that
8:30 would be great.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, they'll be able coffee. We're good. And then we have our board meeting in June. And then we'll have to set the schedule for next year, but that gets us through the end of the fiscal year here. All right, next on our list is to approve the consent agenda. Entertain a motion for that. Have a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Motion and a second. All in favor? Passes unanimously, if Matt did, but he,
That's what I was wondering, where that was.
And they just,
okay,
he can hear that he wanted to have a vote.
we can,
Right. I can hear and I think I could talk. And if you have a vote you need me to be a part of, I can switch the video on and jump on now. I think I have the video. I did not have it earlier, but I think we just got it fixed.
okay, we're good on this one, but we'll keep you posted.
Okay.
Okay. All right, that was everyone. So next on our list is new business. And the first thing are the MSBA policies.
Those are short-term policies for both our professional and our support staff. This is just brought back to you for a second read. I took after the first read those policy examples to MSBA, had them review them to make sure that everything was in compliance. They said everything was great. They even caught 2 places where I had missed changing it from sick leave or leave to PTO. So they made those 2 changes. Other than that, that's back before you for second read and a final vote. If you guys would would entertain a motion to vote.
I would entertain motion.
I move we approve the policies GC, I guess we should just do one at a time. One at a time. I move we approve policy GCBDA as presented.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Are we ready to vote? Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Passes unanimously. Okay, we still have the policy for support staff to approve. I'll entertain a motion.
I move we approve policy GDBDA as presented.
I'll second.
Motion and a second. All in favor? I think this is a great change.
Yeah.
So,
As long, and it starts July 1, which is even better. So.
yes, perfect.
Thank you for going through and fixing all of those things.
Oh, you're our next presenter as well. Update job descriptions.
So as a result of these, we have a couple of job descriptions that we're looking to change as a result of this. Those would be the custodian 1, custodian 2, to reflect those changes that we made with the support staff. But along those lines, it's that time of the year where we're updating, getting ready for next year. Going through these job descriptions, you'll see like one of them, we found there's just a typo with like our administrative assistant at the high school. That job already, I think, works 220 days. It's in there's like 210. They've been 220-day employee since 2012. So it's just cleaning up job descriptions, and that's all we have for you. It's just some updates. Is there any questions that you guys have in particular about them?
No, these are just cleanup to reflect what's actually happening, correct?
Correct. Except, I'm not in full transparency, we do have a couple that you see there that we've had grandfathered on.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why we've done that is because we have those particular job descriptions, like the school psychologist, our librarians. Those positions are for any new hires. We're going to change those instead of being like 200 or 210 days, going down to 200 or 190. The employees that we currently have hired will stay at their current term. You're not changing them unless they come to us and ask to change.
Because it would be a change in money.
That's correct.
Yeah.
But other than that, that's the only other changes we have.
All right.
That's what I was going to ask, is if they had an option for that. Good job. Thanks for taking care of that.
That's the right thing to do.
That's right.
All right.
Make a motion to approve as presented.
We have a motion.
I'll second.
Motion and a second. All in favor? Passage unanimously. Oh, and look, we even got Matt. Good job.
Madam President, I had one more thing on the policies.
Okay.
Is it too late for that? Thanks. And so I'll pass this around to everybody.
Are you adding something brand new?
No, it's a policy.
Is it a policy that we've not seen?
It's a policy that we have, just in addition to it. It's a motion to add it to first read. So if you could take one and pass it on to next month's agenda, to add this to next month's agenda. And I want to explain why at the beginning.
Well, I don't like to add things to the agenda to discuss if it's not on our agenda because.
No, it has to do with MSBA policies, and it's to add it to next month's agenda.
But these policies were listed and this one isn't.
It's not a policy here. It's just adding it to, it's a motion to add to next month's agenda an item.
So the problem for me is that you didn't bring this up beforehand because we would have liked to have seen it beforehand.
There's
'Cause
nothing
I'd like to
speak
share,
except for,
because if somebody would want to weigh in on this, it would have been nice if they could have come. So I'd like to post it on the agenda.
so I don't want it to be on our agenda tonight. I want it to add it to next month's agenda. And then if somebody had something to share, they could come.
But you're asking to speak
To
about it
share.
tonight and it's not.
I'm just asking to add it to the agenda for next month. I'd like to tell why I think it's important to do it now. That has not been a concern before. I talked to you when you were vice president, and can I tell you why I think it's important to talk about it now? Thanks. No, I'm telling you why I think it's important to add it to the agenda. Why I'm bringing it up person can speak in favor of their motion to add something to the agenda. The Federal Department of Education has increased efforts to ensure enforcements of its requirements and the requirements of the Office of Civil Rights, the OCR, that we often hear about, which regulates Title IX. Recipients of federal funding are now feeling the pains of noncompliance. The standing order those two departments are required to enforce now include requirements that agencies promote the biological reality of only two sexes, the order says, in order to protect women's dignity, safety, and well-being. The federal directive goes on to state further a definition which our state laws have also codified using original birth certificates. It says, quote, "Sex shall refer to an individual's immutable biological classification as either male or female. Sex is not a synonym for and does not include the concept of gender identity," end quote. This definition from the federal government that they're enforcing more concisely states a position which has been brought before this board several different times in different ways: the needed distinction between an individual's physical biological sex and his or her inner psychological gender. Families should guide those gender decisions. Schools, however, must distinguish using biological factors for the sake of, as the federal directives state, the student's dignity or privacy, their safety, and well-being or fairness. These distinctions are necessary when separating males and females for bathrooms and changing facilities, for sports, for overnight lodging, during team trips or club trips, and perhaps other situations. And the government now expects those biological distinctions to be clearly promoted as the only basis for making those needed separations. Without a written statement in our policy defining Ozark's basis for separations, we risk violating not only the dignity, safety, and fairness which we must afford our students, but also we risk losing the federal funding that our programs need. Many of our programs need to thrive. Do I still have the floor? I'm getting ready to. I'm on the last paragraph. Therefore, I move we introduce for first read at the next regular monthly board meeting an amendment to policy ACA by including the following sentence just above the definitions section. The terms gender and sex have been frequently used interchangeably in society. Therefore, the district clarifies that the intent of either of those words throughout the district's policies and other written documents should be understood to mean physical, biological sex. And in every decision requiring a distinction between the two, the differentiation will be based on physical, biological sex as recorded on the student's original birth certificate.
Okay, I have a motion. Is there a second?
The problem here is that you talk about these rules here, but we don't make laws. We don't create laws. We don't adjust laws. We have to follow the laws. We swore an oath to follow laws of, one is the Constitution, the second is Missouri state laws. You know good and well that by doing this, we violate the law. So you know this, and by doing this,
Which law is that?
it's my turn now.
Got the floor.
You know that by doing this, we will violate the laws that are currently on the case law. So we could go through this discussion, but by doing this, you open up this district for a major lawsuit that other districts are currently involved in. We're not going to be the guinea pigs in this state for this right here. Okay?
Okay, so there's a motion on the table. Is there a second? Seeing no second, we move on. All right, the next item on the agenda is 2025 personnel budget.
As we know, it's time to start working on the budget and to bring a budget to you in June. I'm always a little leery of bringing positions or changes in positions prior to knowing what the state is going to fund our formula at. But some of these I do consider as something that we need to go ahead and do. So I will quickly go over these. We will be moving part of the scope program from West to North Elementary, and I believe also more than likely gaining some students. So they will need an additional para, no matter what the budget would be. It's something that we have to have. The next three are with athletics and activities. And I want to just quickly let you know that the process for any of this is that there's conversations with the principals, there's conversations with Yancey, there's conversations with the coaches on what is needed. And we compile a list, and we compile a list every year. And we look at it and see what can or can we not do based on the need, but also based on what funding will allow. This year, I'm a proponent of, if you need a PE teacher and you keep putting that on your request, because hopefully one of these days you're going to get it. You know, if you need it now, you're probably going to need it 3 years from now too. And so I am a proponent that even if the superintendent says, we're not going to have a lot this year, you still let us know what it is. So when we did this process this year, we had well over $1.2 million in ask for new positions. Unfortunately, we cannot do all of that. I would love to, but we can't. So you have to make some choices. So when we're making some of these choices, we're also looking at, for example, at the athletics. This position has been on their ask for probably 3 or 4 years now. And when we're funding some of this, we also look to see, okay, are there programs growing, or is it a continual need, or is it just a one-time that there's a huge amount of kids and then it backs off? You know, so there's a lot of things that we look at. So I can say that some of these have been on there for years, and we're just now getting to the point where we feel we can fund some of them. So we are asking for a freshman team coach for soccer. We are also asking for club stipends for YEPO. We're also asking for the sponsor of the STAR event for it's not FCCLA for a stipend there. We're also asking for a custodial. Right now, there is not an evening lead position in the elementary and secondary. So when there are issues, they call Dennis Fott. Okay, and so we want to create where they have ownership of everyone has ownership of their own positions, and they can make decisions at the lowest level. So this helps allow that. When we're looking at transportation, quite a few of these you see the dollar amounts, but you also see the hours. And so quite a few, we're already driving these hours, or our bus drivers are. And so we're probably paying it out of a different line, such as overtime or something like that. Not overtime, but a different line. We may have budgeted 5 hours, but they're actually driving 7 hours. Okay, so some of these are cleanup and are already being paid, so it's not a huge addition to the budget. And then in food service, when Tiger Paw came online, we only had a half-time, assistant kitchen manager. And we do need a full-time assistant kitchen manager. I don't know all the rules, and you could probably speak to it better than I could, but they have to be safe serve certified. Is that right? Serve, safe, say that 3 times real fast. But that is a need also. So I am asking you to approve these personnel additions tonight for next year.
Just to be clear on the soccer coaches, it has 2 coaches.
Mm-hmm.
So that would, okay, I see. Is this one for the girls team?
One for girls, one for boys.
One for boys, got it.
That was my question as well. I see spring and fall,
Spring, fall.
it's one of each team. Okay.
Because I saw the dollar amount and it said per coach, and I'm like, okay, so that's 2. I'm
Yeah.
understanding this better
Yeah.
now. Okay.
And that doesn't add up to 10.
That is
But it's close.
it's close.
It's an estimate.
Yeah.
Closer.
And all of those are estimates.
Yes, good, okay.
I'll entertain a motion to approve this list.
So moved.
I have a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, that passes unanimously. And seeing no further business, we are adjourned before it's dark out.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Okay,
Second.
we can do it